Fear is a powerful force. It has the ability to paralyze us, to keep us from taking risks, to hold us back from achieving our true potential. Every time you face a new challenge, fear whispers in your ear, telling you that you can't do it, that you're not good enough, that you'll fail. But what if you saw fear differently? What if you saw fear as a guide, as a teacher, as a necessary part of your journey to greatness? Think about the moments in your life when you felt the most fear. Maybe it was starting a new job, moving to a new city, or ending a relationship that wasn't right for you. In those moments, fear was there, warning you of the unknown, of the potential for pain and failure. But if you look back on those moments, you'll also see that they were the times when you grew the most, when you learned the most about yourself, when you became stronger and wiser. Fear is not your enemy. It is a signpost, a marker on the road to transformation. When you feel fear, it means you're about to step out of your comfort zone, to enter new territory, to grow. Embracing fear, facing it head on, is the key to unlocking your true potential. You have to stop being scared. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon of doing exactly what you want to do, stop waiting. Whether it's pursuing a passion that you've been putting off, starting a business that you've always dreamed of, or making a major life change, stop letting fear hold you back. Take that leap. Stop being scared. Enough is enough. To the person sitting at their desk, hating their job, feeling stuck in a rut, stand up and get out of there. Live your life. You have one life. If you're not willing to be a fool, you'll never start anything new, huh? If you never start anything new, you won't develop. The willingness to be a fool, to face the fear of failure, is the precursor to transformation, the same as humility. You can write your destiny. You can take the first step and get smarter as you move forward. When you learn to do things when you don't want to, when you don't feel like it, when you're tired, that's when the world opens up to you. That's when success knocks at your door. The willingness to face fear, to push through it, is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. There will never be a time when you can happily coast through life without facing fear. It's hard to stay governed by anxiety. It's hard to be inconsistent. It's hard not to have daily disciplines. It's hard not to believe in yourself. It's hard to be broke. It's hard to be poor. It's all hard. So choose your heart. Choose to face your fears. What I'm telling you is to chase after that version of yourself that you know you could be. What happens when you decide for yourself to do something different? You've got the gift of life. You have the privilege of being here. Quit playing small. You were meant to do great things. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Can you do this thing alone? Absolutely. I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one patted me on the back. I did all the work alone. Wolves don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. Be alone. Go to that dark space where fear resides. You may not want to fight that battle, but you need to. A beast is someone who can go through hell and be grateful that their legs are working. Face your fear alone if you must, but face it. What are you? Are you a sheep or a wolf? When you train alone, you can take yourself to a level of real passion and purpose. Nobody's going to feed us. You have to feed yourself. The feeling you get from this is something you can't expect. You don't need anyone. It's on you. You have to want it as bad as you want to breathe. Success starts with you. It's all on you. Yes, you're tired. Yes, your mind is saying give up. Yes, it's saying quit. But you cannot quit because you haven't reached your goal yet. Day in and day out, you have to keep working. If you're getting knocked down, so what? Rise up and get up. Nobody's going to believe in you until you've already done it. Nobody's going to come and celebrate with you until you've already done it. You have to work a long time by yourself with no applause, no awards. If you have to do it alone, start alone, but get started. It doesn't matter how hard you work. I'm willing to work harder than you. No one will outwork me. It's so easy to be great nowadays because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. Talent without work is nothing. You have to be hungry. People who are hungry are willing to do things today others won't do. There's no excuse not to be the hardest worker in the room. You have to want it. I would rather tell the world what I've done than what I'm going to do. There's enough people talking. Just make the move and don't talk until it's time for the checkmate. Move in silence. One of the most underrated superpowers on earth is moving in silence, thinking in silence, working on your craft in silence. Nobody can see it. Nobody can congratulate you. Nobody can celebrate you. Do this thing not to be celebrated, not to be noticed. Do this thing because if you don't, you're not going to achieve what you want. This is the power of moving in silence. When you look at every rising star, every innovator, every creator, you see them at their height, but you don't see the work. You weren't there when they cried, bled, and almost quit. They were left alone to continue the work. They moved in silence and then shocked everybody. Don't say a word until you win. Checkmate.